It's a great weight.
Never mind.
Oh, place 3 so. Oh,
Eisenman does it! Yes!
Oh
What Chad! See, you don't doubt the Eisenman. Gosh,
Oh
we are that
no, okay, we're
greedy.
going
We
for
are in
Suo
fact
Uncle.
that
Yeah,
greedy.
yeah.
Oh! There's that sumo. Let's see
No
if the sumo
way.
uncle is better.
wow.
I
Am I
would
gonna
not.
skip roll?
Oh,
Just how greedy. How
no.
far does this go?
No way.
People leaving! Oh my god.
No freaking way.
Oh my god. This is going into the Hall of Fame of plays right here.
Thanks for the welcome.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Suizo is really a character. I know him in real life. He's from a local club of mine, and I'll be excited to see how he plays today.
I'm interested in Yume just because he's on my team, so I'm rooting for him. And in general, he's been playing pretty well, I would say. But I am also interested in Suizo Eater because he does some interesting plays from what I can tell. He just is a really goofy person.
Goofy is definitely a word for it. I mean, he wouldn't like to hear that, but sure. And later in the day, or for game 2, the matchup will have someone from my team as well. So I'll to see. Both of these first 2 tables are, well, like that table I think has some pretty scary players at it. So I'll be hoping my teammate will survive.
Let's hope there's not a lot of commentary cursing going on.
Yeah, let's hope.
Alright, I think I finally fixed my mic. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted the whole time, but
Oh,
yeah, no, my OBS
that's
settings,
not good.
My OBS settings all broke right before the stream went live. I was trying to fix them at the last minute.
Well, it's not really a mahjong stream without some kind of OBS audio issue. So
Yeah. I think I might look a little quiet, but other than that, I think we're good here. Games have all started here. I can check to see where we're at.
on my end, it looks like we have 2.5 minutes before this game goes live.
Yeah.
So let's see who else is at this table. I'm not as familiar with the other players at this table, but let me see how they've been doing.
Eisenman is one of those people that's in the intro for that crazy Honitsu toy that he got. That
Oh,
last
right,
season.
right.
That was when he was on my team.
Okay, and Mjolnir, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Looks like they've been doing quite well so far. So wish I could say the same for myself, but I am gunning for the lowest score in pool 3.
You still got
All
a
of
couple
my
games
games
left,
have been
right?
really flat because I've gotten what 3 seconds and then a third. So it's just hovering in the middle.
I've got one game to try to fix that left.
Yeah, you never know what might happen.
Mahjong Soul just has not been kind to me.
Alright, well, the game is about to start here.
And we've got LPY in chat also rooting for Yume. Hopefully he doesn't curse us.
Need to turn on hand.
Oh, I forgot to share my screen with you guys.
Oh. There you go.
Yeah, so Mjolnir here is the first dealer. It's got a pretty decent hand here. Does have the Akka 5 Mon and some pretty okay shapes. Hasn't been picking up a 4-pin for that hand, which could open if it wants to go Tanyao. Does have that double door Akka 5 so. Yumi across the way has quite a bit of Monzu. Definitely might be looking to go Honi too. Although also does have 4 pairs with that 1 pin, so Chitoi is another possibility, and then Suizo. Now, actually, Aizaman drops the double door Akka 5, so which immediately gets called by Suizo for door 4 now.
Oh yeah, snap call. Like whatever this hand was before, it's just Tanyao now. So
Yeah, often there when you have like the 7-8 double door Akka 5, so it's often correct even just to cut the 8 so just because the double door is so valuable there.
I would have been very hesitant to get rid of that, but
Well, now he gets it back.
待て今度
Two pawns
Already
now taken
Tenpai.
for Suizo.
We did see
The,
Sumi going for that Honi 2 here, ended up dropping away from that as 1 pin.
That makes a lot of sense. I think so. Suizo never getting that 2-mon across the way. Probably also from Aizen, so this wait is pretty dire actually, unless he can upgrade it, I think.
Yeah, the last 8-pin might still come out from anybody if that gets drawn.
Right.
See if Suyumi wants to consider opening here. 6-mon's not the most useful tile. You probably chief like 4-5 if you're gonna call it. Here we go. Just gonna open, head for that Shinitsu. Here's an opportunity to change the weight.
Yeah, there's that upgrade. But Shinitsu.
So shutting down Suizo's hand there. And keeps the dealership alive there. Picks up 3,000 points as well. Ooh, now starts with the double East and a Dora. I think any hand with the double East is going to be pretty decent here. Looks like the 2 Easts are in the wall as well.
And Suizo's hand looks like it needs a lot of work. It's kind of
it's
all
kind
over
of a
the place.
mess.
But it's got some nice shapes in it too.
Eisenman's hand is it's got 3 pairs and an Anko, which makes it a little bit awkward for a normal hand.
Yeah,
I
we'll
wonder how
see.
they'll play that.
Might be a Honitsu. You're thinking about this.
Well, might be.
3-pin
I
Chi.
think the yeah, they declined the chi, or the. So that would have been a nice tile, I think, for them.
Yeah, maybe like
Well-
2 4-pin Chi would have been interesting.
Yeah, but I guess maybe it's not as nice as it initially seemed.
It does sort of
Yeah,
break up
maybe
that Anko a little bit.
waiting to like pair up one of the Yakuhai first before fully committing.
That would make sense.
Suyumi's hand's starting to come together nicely. Now has enough blocks where they can end up dropping the 9-mon pair if they want to go for a Tanyo.
Yeah, and yeah, because the pairs are a bit of a problem. The 9 pair isn't like, oh,
And Tanyo Ishanten.
yeah, that'll do it. I was going to say that could be an Intotsu shape, but that fills first.
Mojnir decides to drop the door there when every other tile's connected and immediately draws the backfire 4-mon. Suizo's hand is starting to come together as well. The hand started off quite slow, but it's had some alright draws. Does have door 2. Fills another shape here.
Decides to keep the green, and I'm not sure. I guess technically, cutting the Chuso is giving up a bit of acceptance for that hand.
Oh, it's gonna do the
Tries to
Tanyo
open.
Chi here. I'm never a big fan of this Chi, the Chi
This
from
seems-
the 789.
This is aggressive.
Especially if the 2-3 pin not even being confirmed Tanyo, but we'll see how it
Yeah,
works.
that's what I think. That's what makes it particularly aggressive is the Achizuke, like.
Double East does
Especially
finally
when
come out.
the Ishan 10 on that hand wasn't very bad either.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a huge fan.
As we did-
Aizenman now trying to go for the Honitsu.
Or even Shinitsu here. Which would be funny
Yeah,
on if
could
that
be.
Aka can come together. There's gonna be Tempai for Mojnir though, with the double tone. Waiting on the 7-mon. Which is a pretty live weight here, 3 in the wall.
It'd be 2 in the wall. Because Yume's got 1.
Not true.
Besides not to con.
Sumi does draw another 7-mon. Not going to cut it right now. Start with the 8-so. Now locking the 7-mon as a pair, so it does avoid that deal-in.
That's an interesting move. I think I would have just dealt in there. I think the 8-pin keep, I think, does suggest that they might just be out here. Like,
Yeah, it could just be a fold. Well, also 8-pin doesn't look safe when you're looking at Aizaman.
yeah, so it looks like not folding against. Yeah, I think the 8-pin is a fold against the flush. So Suizo also folding against the, or at least playing around the flush.
The interesting
Aizaman's
thing
kind
is
of
not
shutting
even
the table
Tenpai
down.
yet.
Oh, here's Tenpai for Sumi. Tenpai on. Wait, that was. Sorry, didn't take Tenpai. Kept the 8-pin.
Did
Didn't
not.
push.
Oh wow, this is a nasty
残り
switch,
物には
but
服着たれ
doesn't win it.
Yeah, that would have been. It would have been tricky if they had won it.
Well, Mojnir keeps the deal here. Oh, Aizaman picks up a third door for that hand.
It's kind of interesting. It's another mess of a hand.
That was. Aizaman also having an 8 start though.
Mhm.
You don't really want to try to go for Kokushi as much when you have door 3 though. Like, even if the hand's
No,
slow.
I
Yes,
don't think
you
this is a
draw.
Kokushi hand. It's just like you're praying that you like can salvage it somehow.
Oh, and all of these draws too. All these like terminal draws.
Sumi does have a potentially pretty quick hand if they do want to call the West Seat Wind there. Picking up another Ryomen draw here as well.
No immediate backfire on the 7-pin.
Not sure that the 6-9 pin is 30-10 there. Punish there for cutting the penchant maybe a bit early. It's now just going to get rid of that 30-10 Ryomen. Mojnir moves into Ishant 10. A dealer door one hand. Timmy is going to open on the west. Call into Ishant 10 as well. Here is going to be Ricci from dealer. Ricci door 1.
There was no hesitation on that Ricci. They're like, this is good enough. You know, book says to Ricci on Kanchan door 1. But so.
Yeah, not really much else you can do with this hand.
Right.
I mean, I suppose there's
Also,
like Tanyo upgrades, but it's a bit thin.
It is also Suji trapped.
Yeah, that
Well,
does
the
help.
the Tanya wouldn't really do much anyway. It's like the same exchange of value,
Right.
getting rid of the Dora.
Oh, the 3-so comes
Oh,
out.
wow.
The Suji trap does work there. So Yumi trying to defend, but ends up dealing in with the Sanzo there. And hits an Ura as well, so that's going to be an expensive deal
Ah,
in here.
painful. Yeah.
Well, this hand looks a lot harder to win than the past couple from Modnir here. Quite a slow looking high pie.
None of these hands particularly sparks joy, though Toyman and Kami don't look too bad.
I don't mind Eisenman's, especially now.
Oh, I didn't see that
Oh.
they'd drawn the Yakuhai.
I definitely would have probably tried to go for Honi too there. Just cutting the 6-8, so and committing to it, but
I
let's
think
draw
that
the
makes
4-7
sense.
now. I guess 7-so being Dora is one reason to maybe.
Yeah,
want
which is
to
the
keep
Dora
that.
acceptance is a little
Oh
bit of a
no,
consolation.
on.
Well, Dealer's
Just-
had quite a few good draws here.
Yeah, I was going to say this hand shaped up quite quickly. No. Still has to find a head.
Eisenman heading towards just a pretty decent men's in hand at this point, although does still have the option to call the Hatsu if it gets dropped here. Tsumi also at Ishan 10 here. So the hand is looking like it's just going to be a Nomi hand. Pinfu chance if you draw the 5 pawn. That was I guess it's Ishan 10 either way, it'd be 2 mon or 9 mon.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, is that Ishanten better? I'm not sure.
Isman does opt to call the Hatsu here. And gonna give up the door acceptance for the easier callable Tenpai here, which I think is pretty reasonable. So now draws into Kutsuki Ishan 10 here from Monir, so the hand's definitely had some nice draws.
Do you think, given that it's Kutsuki, you swap out this 9 mon for something else, or?
I was thinking the 9-mon didn't do a whole lot here. We do have
Yeah.
a Senpai. Oh, here we go, and then we can chase here.
Oh, man.
Totsu wait if we want to take it. Seems pretty good. You
Yeah,
don't even
I
have
think-
to discard anything dangerous.
I think this chase seems pretty standard, right?
There we go.
Yeah.
So wider weight here on the 4, 5, 8 mon, although 4 mon is dead.
Mm.
And then 8 mon looks like it has 2 left on the wall, so it's the 1, 5 mon.
Kind of interesting. Suiso went from folding to pawning to break that Ipatsu.
Yeah, pawning to break Ipatsu is quite costly because I might struggle to defend here depending on how many safe
Yeah,
tiles they end up
you
getting.
basically just lost out on 2 free safe tiles.
Hopefully they don't get.
Yeah.
They might get baited to drop the 1 pin because they made this pawn. There's Suji. Goes for the 7 pin first,
Hmm.
which
There's still
Does work
3
out.
tiles. Oh, there's another one. So there's 2 tiles left to draw.
I think there's maybe. Oh, there's the 8 mon.
Oh, I'm sorry, Yume, I cursed you. No.
I was wondering
Oh,
if that was
no.
gonna be Hoite Dylan because I was trying to figure out what Suizo had that was safe. I think we might have saw Hoite Dylan.
I think that's
Yeah,
very possible.
Unfortunate.
Oh, I guess there was a 3 mon. Maybe I didn't notice. So Modnir still in East 1 here. for Honba now.
Yeah, really taking charge of this game right from the beginning.
Aizaman with another shiny hand here, Dora 3. Let's see if this one can be fast enough.
Fixes the Dora pair there. Makes a lot of sense. Would like to connect to the 7 to dump the penchant. Maybe.
Seems
Suizo's
this-
hand looks like it's going to get to Tenpai for like pretty soon here, but it's cheap. So it's the Karagiri the 7 already for some reason.
See me going for the double Otozuke Tanyo here.
Oh, that's
Mm.
rough.
Yeah, that's not
He
easy.
had the chance to drop one of those blocks to, or at least drop the 2-pin to kind of fix one Tanyashi, but he discarded the 7-pin.
It probably should be the 2 there, but
Dora Anka draw for Aizaman does give that hand Ishin on 10 now. Oh, this is a nice upgrade as well
Oh,
here with the
wow.
9 Mon. Now the hand can be Dora
And
4.
it's so shiny.
Huh?
There's
Tenpai.
Tenpai for you, man.
that
Just
4
a
is
single 4-pin weight here at this point.
yeah.
Oh, but there is the 4-pin!
but-
Oh no! It's not gonna come out
Oh, wait,
immediately,
it's
but that
still
4-pin
keeping
is
it.
extremely loose.
It really is. Because there's already a head in that hand.
Oh.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah. Tanya can end it all.
The double Otozuke Tanyo got there.
That's really such an unfortunate draw for Aizaman.
Well, we finally do make it to East 2 here. Aizaman's had a couple shiny hands, haven't been able to win any of them. This one does find a door here, and looks pretty fast as dealer. It's a chance to call Hatsu.
Mjolnir has a couple of honors to clear out here, so the Hatsu will be somewhere in that line. You know.
And that hand looks really slow. Does have the double Dora 5 so some value, but don't know if it's gonna have enough. We'll need some time to catch up with that hand. Ooh.
Wow.
Double East
Mm.
pickup. Oh, doesn't take it. I guess it's twice out
That's-
already.
Oh,
so
because it's dead. Yeah,
Oh,
dead.
I was okay.
doesn't do a lot. Maybe could have cut Haku. It doesn't really matter though. I guess you already have enough blocks.
Keeps the east as a safe tile.
Now Yume is at Ishan 10.
Suizo picks up another Dora. It's gonna opt to get rid of the the 5-5-6-6-2-3 is like an awkward like triple overlap on 4 Mon, so it just opts to get rid of 2-3 Mon. This also keeps Chito Ishan 10 from Suizo.
Oh, you know that double acceptance is pretty bad, but triple acceptance is pretty rare to see in a hand.
And there's a Tanyo upgrade for Yume, which is nice. Kind of interesting from Aizen when he decided to discard the 3-pin, looking more for that ground men shape.
Yeah, I think just opting to keep the safe tile over the perfect Ishan 10 here.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. I feel like I'm less inclined to do that as dealer though.
Yeah, you do lose a bit of speed, especially when you're open. You can't call pawn anymore.
Really just can't seem to get anything from Mjolnir, who is just clearing, like, still kind of clearing out some junk from their hand.
Well, Sumi does find a Tenpai. It's not a particularly great one here, just a 7-mon Kanchan for Richinomi.
There we go.
Aizenman calls into Tenpai now, 2-5 pin.
It's still pretty live. 7. Oh,
Aizenman gets the Tsumo.
stick donation too.
So Aizenman gets some points on the board. To second place now. Ooh, nice high pie here from dealer. Not particularly expensive, but I like the shapes. Sumi opening on the East Yaku high pair. Does have a door as well. The East is the door indicator, so only one of those left. Aizenman with the this draw here, adding a Aka 5 pin to the hand. And then
8 doesn't really do anything.
first door is drawn by Modir
Oh no.
here.
I guess you have this kind of like Penchan shape that you might decide is better than the floating 5.
Yeah, I think also maybe looking.
Yankan.
Oh, here we go. Here's a decision. 1-2 pin is the most efficient, but yeah, I was gonna greed the E2. So going for a bit of value here. Oh wow, and immediately gets the 3 pin, so is rewarded. I like 6-7 mon now. Just
Yeah,
lock
I
the
think
pair.
that's
That's exactly what we see from Aizenman. 8 mon is a lot wider, but
No,
I
I
mean, I
think
can see
this
arguments
is-
for both. This is like to maximize your chance at E2.
right.
Depends on what you
I like
you
this
wanna try
play.
for.
I think it's very decisive, saying like, I know what I want. I want the E2. This is how I get it.
Okay, here we go. Tenpai.
Oh, there you go.
So get the perfect draws here. 3 6-pin Tenpai, 6-pin being Pinfu Itsu Dora.
Yume getting baited by that 5 on the Ipatsu turn.
Wow.
But this
Pushes
is
the
push it
Aka
anyway.
5 mon here. Aggressive push.
He knows. He knows the weight.
Yeah, Sumi's hand is still pretty far from Tenpai. So, bit of an aggressive push, but maybe feeling the pressure from a 4th place here.
Looks
I
like
guess you
Mjolnir's
could
out.
argue too that if dealer is discarding 7 and 6, then you also see like other of the middle Monzu shapes from Suiso. It may not deal in.
Yeah, I think the 3-4 mon. Also, a lot of times the reason you discard 6-7 mon is because you have another 6-7 mon. It's actually pretty common.
Yeah,
Like if you have 6
but
6 7
that
7.
could just be the logic.
I think not everybody is thinking about like the doubled up shape, though that does happen more often than you might think.
Hmm.
Suizo thinking about a call
But
here
if
for
you're
a toy
going
toy.
for like a pushing standpoint, you could argue that
Yeah,
has some merit to it. Hmm.
it's definitely understandable as like a, you can make that like reasoning and you say like, oh, this probably doesn't deal in because of the 6-7. Yeah, for sure.
In the end, it does look like Sumi is going to decide to defend here, so... Doesn't seem like anyone's really going to be able to challenge Aizenman.
kind of interesting that there's still 3 of the door left. Like there's still only there's another one. We'll just at the bottom of the wall. And you may just opting to fold now.
Still is one more 6-pin here. As a minute, one more draw, does not find it though. So gonna have to settle for just 3,000 points here.
Was that 3 of that weight in the dead wall?
Looked like it, yeah. Including one of the
That's
Takane.
fun.
See what Eisenman can do with this one's. Chances that this hand can become a Tanyao. If only that 8-9 pin is stopping you. I see you go in that direction. Tsumi has one of the Dora 5 Mon, which currently isn't connected to anything. And it's got some nice Sozu shapes as well. Maybe you could see an E2 with the right draws.
Besides against the Tanyao shift here, it looks like.
Yeah, just gonna take the Ishan 10. Another chance to possibly shift, but no, they're just gonna stick with this Ishan 10 here. I like keeping the 3-mon because it even had like outside chance of a Sanshoku.
Yeah, I also would have tended to go cut the penchant in favor of the 3-mon, but I get, you know, being more conservative with your Shanten. Like,
Tsumi draws into Ishan 10 now. But Suizo's gonna be first to Tenpai here. Gonna take a reach on
Ariane
the
then.
1-4 pin.
An emote comes out.
Yeah, Suizo has just been defending every hand here so far, so finally has a chance to get a hand to Tenpai here.
dealer drops the 8-9 penchant for the Nakabukure.
Yeah, maybe thinking that it is a bit safer than just straight up pushing the 7-mon, so maybe
That's
trying
true,
to make it
yeah.
more washy. We'll see what Eisenman goes for here. Just cuts the 6-mon.
That's interesting. It's half Suji, I guess.
Yeah. So it seems to be trying to defend.
I might.
There's not a whole lot of
Okay.
information here, so
Right.
You may still each on 10 with that.
So we thought about a call there, but does have that 9 so, making Tanya rather difficult. Yeah, seems like Xiaomi is gonna Mawashi the 8-mons here before doing anything else.
dealer just drawing safe tiles and saying thank you all for the safety. Oh, never mind.
Now it doesn't have any, it's gonna cut the 8-pin. Suizo gets the win though. Oh, Ura as well here.
Yeah.
With the animation coming through.
Maybe a Mangan for Suizo.
So, huge win there. It's gonna retake second place from Eisenman.
Oh, Yume has a nice hand.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
looking
this
quite
is
nice.
pretty. This is a beautiful hand.
Dora 2 and nice shapes as well.
Exactly what you want to have on your dealership.
Suizo also has Dora 2 and pretty good shapes as well. Maybe not quite
Yeah.
as nice as Dealer, but a nice hand.
If that Kanchan gets addressed, then it's still strong.
Modin, you're picking up a pretty strong 1-so. That hand also is Ishan 10 for Pinfu Ipeko chance. So, oh wow, this is already Tenpai, so Modin, you're a couple nice draws immediately
wow.
with the turn 4 Pinfu Tenpai. And we'll see what Tsumi does here with a pretty strong hand on Dealer. Start by just cutting the east.
Everybody had a pretty obvious first discard, but now we get to see what happens.
See how Tsuyumi wants to try to fight. It's going to be the 8-6 pin. There's a chance to maybe call for Tanya, although the 7-8 so makes it a bit difficult. 7-8 so and 2-3 pin. The 4-7 is Gambutsu, so you could expect to maybe try to get that relatively easily. Ooh, a Kanchan fill for Suizo.
Yeah, that's...
So it's gonna Senpai here on the Intotsu. Gonna chase
So
Riichi.
8 will now be a double run.
I have 8mon versus 8mon 2-5 pin. Ooh, Tsuyumi drawing that 2 pin. That's the 3 pin first, Suji to the 6 pin. Doesn't have a lot to defend with though at the moment.
This is tense.
Oh no.
Ah,
There's the
Suizo.
Oyakaburi.
The huge sumo here reached sumo Dora 4 and Tanya.
So we eat a Hanuman.
That's gonna be
really
first place
unlucky
Suizo.
for Sume that they I've had a rough game with Nun 8 Kaburi there.
Yeah, down to
Yeah, got
5,900
baited by
points.
a nice high pie.
Well, East Dora here, Aizaman does have a pair, as well as an Aka 5mon. Even outside chances at a Onitsu and Monzu. Mojnir also with a pretty interesting hand, 2 Ankos already. And currently just Ishan 10. Although, would just be Richinomi as it stands.
So
Aizaman found
double
another
Yakka.
honor pair, this is looking really good.
Can also go Honitsu, yeah.
He's gonna greed that
Makes
Shun.
sense.
Oh, okay. Mojnir picks up another pair, so now there's like Sananko chances, maybe even Suanko if we keep drawing well. Probably
This
gonna
should
cut
just be the
Penchon here.
Penchon, right?
That's what I would do.
No, opts not to keep the pair actually.
I have thoughts about that decision, but
Oh, and that feeds Eisenman as well.
Imagine we're gonna see a Chi here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Ishan 10. Just deciding what to discard here if they want to hold the 5 so for shape upgrades. But not just gonna cut it here, commit to the Honitsu. Does make this Hanuman. At least Hanuman. Suizo's hand's pretty far from Tenpai, so it doesn't seem like the East is going to come out all that soon, if at all.
I imagine that at this point, if there's
Oh,
yeah,
there's
okay,
one.
so Suizo can pretty much never drop this East anymore, I think.
Right. Oh, wow. Eisenman
Wow.
going for the greed play here.
Greed.
I don't actually know what we're greeting. Because this is just Hanuman Senpai.
I feel
It
like
doesn't change really anything.
no, I actually think this is a mistake.
Really wants the East. I guess the idea is he's really looking for the East for the Baimon and then Tonki on the Chun. Oh, okay. We got the classic
Yume,
wait one turn
please.
here from
Here
Tsuyumi.
we go.
The
Yeah,
3-pin
really.
wait one turn.
3-pin, please.
Oh, Mojnir gets a good draw here. This is going to be Tenpai. Are we going to see another 3-pin chase? No, not going to go for it. Okay,
No.
Eisenman finds Tenpai a 5-8, so.
That's pretty 10-5-8, so yeah.
I can't tell what level of strategy this swap Iseman did is on.
It does end up with Ryoma Wait in the end.
At the very least, Yume can't deal into this one. That would be a really bad deal in.
Uh-oh, 3-pin Suji
Oh.
trapped. And there it is, Sumi gets the Richinomi.
If Mjolnir actually had Richi'd that, we would have avoided doing it. Just Richinomi, but it's something.
That's a nice looking hand there from Suizo, but it is over to Modnir Steel, who also has a pretty nice hand. But Suizo opening. Oh, and now with the Hatsu Anko as well.
Doesn't need to open, but probably will anyway.
Yeah, just gonna go for a quick hand here. Could maybe end up on like a Door Tonki for some value. Sumi also has quite a strong hand here.
Oh. Well.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be Tenpai. Does the opt to wait on the?
I
second
imagine
mon
that
here?
if Chun comes out, he will go Dorotanki with it.
Well, let's see. Okay, I was wondering if we keep the 3-so, but no, it's just gonna hold the Tenpai. It's just still 3-hun Tenpai. Can't really break that. There is a 7-mon, which is a bit loose in Iseman's hand, which might come out here.
I think it could. It definitely could. I don't see any like reason to expect Suizo to be like Tenpai on that weight already.
Well, Wrath is already raiding us. I guess he had a quick game here. We're still in
Wow.
South 1. Iseman dodging for now with that 5-pin.
Yeah,
See
it is
how
more
long.
defensive than I would be.
Virginia draws a 7-mon, but that's gonna fit in. Uh-oh. This might be the 7-mon.
That should be the
Missed.
7-mon.
Because there's your Tenpai.
Unless you are just
Yep.
folding already. Like, yeah.
So, Suizo extending this lead further here. The 53,000 points.
Feeling quite confident. Another double Yakuhai Haipai for Suizo.
Wow. This one looks like maybe it has more of a Honitsu chance. Although the 7-mon does
think-
accept door nicely, and then there is also just 4 pairs if you want to try for like a toy.
I think we
or
see if
something.
7-mon is cut right here. Yep. So I do, yeah. This seems pretty clear to me.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, are we gonna go
Oh.
east and keep the toy alive? Yeah, we are gonna keep the toy alive as well.
I feel like only Suizo would keep the toy alive here. He is a known toy appreciator.
I would toy that.
Well, it
Oh,
might
well,
be
maybe-
3-mon now. After
Yeah.
counting 7-pin.
Well, we just do toy just because it would be a Mongon, but Honitsu is basically the same amount.
Yeah, typically Honitsu is a bit easier than toy. When you find yourself in this situation. Sumi trying to pivot to a Tanyo here, cutting the 9-sos.
With the east, the west.
Is I'm gonna
Hmm.
open for just a Tanyo here. Call into Kutsuki Ishan-ten now.
This has to be the one, so.
Let's go up for the 3-so
Mm,
first, which does give
interesting
Sayumi a chance to
strategy.
call, but isn't gonna call that one.
Oh, the Shaw.
Suizo gets Ishan-ten. And Sayumi with that Shaw might come out here. Oh, Toy as well here
Oh,
from
no,
Suizo?
Shaw. Yuhei, please.
Okay, there's the Shaw. Hanuman
Thank you.
Senpai for Suizo. 2-pin, 9-pin.
Like, yeah, there's not even a question about which Tenpai to take there.
This 2-pin is in the wall here.
And
As well
now
as one of the
6
9
looks
pin.
a little too dangerous.
See what Modnir wants to do. Oh, he's gonna cut the 3-pin, so he's not scared of Suizo.
That's a bit brave. Doratanki?
Yep, Dortanki. Has been a bit worried about that. Okay, but it just come out. Oh, and there's the Hanuman Sumo from Suizo. Really just
Suizo
running
just
it up
hitting
here.
this game. It's like, we thought it was Mjolnir's game, but apparently not.
65,000 points now. Suizo really crushing it.
He's giving us content.
Well, this is turning into a pretty close battle for 3rd place now between
Yeah,
Tsuyumi and
yeah.
Eisenman.
That Oyakawari definitely helped.
Eisenman have a pretty interesting hand here. Maybe a chance at Junchan. Suizo continuing to open up with Yakuhai. This time Haku. Tsuyumi gets a nice 5-mon draw. Hand's
And
pretty
the
quick as
Kanchan
two.
fill. Mahjong Soul never treats me like this.
Yeah, it's going pretty easy here for Suizo. Already Ishan 10 can even call into Tenpai.
Yeah, we'll be Tenpai after if he can call this Haku. Easy game.
Well, there's the Haku. Be south first, but I imagine that Haku's going to come out pretty quick. We'll see if Suizo's going to want to call. That's a nice draw from Modnir. Just fill another shape here, deciding which block to keep between the 7-mon Kanchan and the 3-so Kanchan. Gonna keep the 7-mon Kanchan.
Kanchan fill for Eisenman.
Yeah,
Helps
can
quite a
actually be
bit.
Tenpai. 7-mon Tenpai. Each Dora 1. Suizo now gonna drop Haku Haku and have a Pinfu Ishan 10 instead.
That's it.
Tanpin.
I like that as a Mawashi.
This even has a
Play.
Sanshoku chance, so Suizo can probably fight this hand for a little bit. Modnir is also Ishan 10. 3-pin is Suji. See if they want to go for it.
Thinking about it.
They go for the 2-pin.
Yume is Ishan 10.
Okay, Suizo just gonna open the hand here, so just gonna give up on the value for some speed here. Tanyo, Dora 1.
I think taking the Tenpai is the right move here. Doesn't need value anymore. I mean, like, it's not ranked, so more value always helps, but
Well, here's the Tenpai from Sayumi, who I imagine is gonna chase. Just deciding which way. Gonna go for the Pinfu Ipeko
Yep.
chance. 4-7-mon. Suizo draws a Sanzo, which is not that safe.
no, it looks pretty
There's not really anything
dangerous.
that is safe, though. So might just keep Tenpai of Sanzo. It's at least Suji to Eisenman's Riichi, and there really isn't a way to
Right.
defend. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Oh, that's Tenpai from Modnir.
Wow.
Wow.
Are we gonna see another Riichi? Or 7-pin weight here? No, actually gonna go for 5-pin Dama instead. Wait on 3-pin 7-so. Now draws the 7-pin.
This is pretty incredible that like the kind of dance we've seen from these
think
players and all four players
Sui's are
Tenpai.
gonna fold here now.
Mhm.
Drawing that
That's
8,
that's
so.
pretty disciplined. The 8 doesn't look like the deal-in on that 8 looks. You could see how it would look pretty high
Mhm.
until it comes out, you know, right the next turn.
Ooh, 7-1 picked up for Bodnir. He's gonna dodge it though with the 6-pin here. Just trying to protect their second. Doesn't want to risk anything.
You take the chi back into Tenpai. He does.
Got the entire Pinzu block and managed to find another Tenpai for Suizo.
This was honestly a pretty like a very fun round to watch.
Yeah, definitely a lot of Mawashi action.
Like skilled play and some interesting decisions from like everyone on the table, I think.
Oh
Mhm.
man, what has Eisenman got here? Door pair, 4 pairs, Shun pair as well. Sumi-san's not too bad either. Ojinir just gonna open and probably try for a Honitsu here. Let's see if Eisenman is gonna call for Honitsu chance.
The 3 Han Honitsu seems like a pretty appealing thing with 2300 in the pot.
Yeah, with that, like the 606 though, it's kind of a bit weird. Just decides to pass. I guess you also could have called and then just gone like Chun Adazuka. So it's in the end just a pass.
So I was
Makes
thinking
sense.
about the hand across the way. Like, yeah,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if I like the Honitsu with. Well, we'll see. They might just
So far,
be
hasn't
slimming down the rest of the
down
shapes.
a whole bunch. Has been gonna go for a pawn here. Might be playing for a Toy Toy. Could also end up
I don't
being
think
Chun
Koinitsu
Yakurai.
is that bad because like you have a bunch of floating tiles anyway, so because it's not like he's really breaking any shapes by going for it.
Still has some flexibility here.
Oh,
Or a pawn.
Well, I think the Toy angle make like.
Cheats.
offensive
Oh,
advantage.
Suzu. Is Suzu in trouble here? No, that's 3-pin. But what about after 3-pin?
Probably does deal into this.
It's not a lot
Most cases,
to
I
work
think.
with. Oh,
Oh
no, the
my
Chun comes
God,
out
you
first
win.
though. Eisenman found the Toy Toy
Oh my
Tenpai.
god,
Toy Toy Chun Nora 3.
that's
oh,
brutal.
that's so awful.
SU
What
may
in
having
the
just
world?
like rotten luck this game.
Yeah, Sumi just too slow there. I think Suizo is gonna probably deal in on that south pretty shortly. Didn't have a lot to defend with.
Oh man.
The wall really just being a bastard to you.
Yeah.
Aren't all last now. With the Mongon, Eisenman can now overtake Modnir. And like maybe a Chinitsu definitely could do that. Which definitely seems to be the plan. We'll see if Eisenman does decide just to go for the Onitsu or decides to greed the Chinitsu for the second place. Onitsu probably not going to do it unless it also gets another Toy Toy. Which that hand does not look like Toy Toy at the moment. Nice Kanchan fill though there with 7-1. It's going to be Ishan 10 for Ronir. With even a Sanshoku chance, so that's quite a strong hand there. But Mojnir is just gonna chi here, not gonna greed for anything too big. It's gonna take Tanyo Tenpai. Meanwhile, Aizaman does pick up another Sozu tile. Thinking about a Palm,
Yeah.
and then let's see, Palm kind of helps.
I think
Yeah, it is
pawn
gonna
is
be a
fine.
pawn.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like pawn here.
We'll see if East gets called. Yep.
It's just Tenpai.
So this is Tenpai, but I think if I'm another Yakuhai call here. Well,
What
this is
in the
now
world?
Monkan Senpai, or not quite Tenpai, but Monkan Ishan 10 for Suizo. Yumi does find a useful draw as well. Ishan 10. Ishan has Sozu for Eisenman. Ooh. It's not... I might have called anyways, just because I really do want Shinichi. Khan?
That's
Oh,
fun.
flips an 8 so door. That gives
Lord.
Mojnir now door 2. So, Mongon hand now for Mojnir.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's Tenpai. Okay, so Sumi is gonna go for Ricci here.
Very
Tonkin
nice
Dora
one.
with Takame on another Dora. Oh, and there's the Hates of Eisenman who might go north-north. Or 7, so okay. Okay, so Itsu Dora. Yeah, that would do it actually. 9 so... Okay, well, the 2-pin comes out instead.
Yeah, I mean, that play I think makes sense.
Oh, what a disgusting game. So, I think we know how the commentator luck is today.
Yeah. We'll have to see if it continues with my team in game 2.
Yeah, first game there. Suizo taking quite a nice first place. With Mojnir especially picking up 8,000 more points there at that final hand. Quite a nice second. And yeah, that was our last game here. So we can switch over to results. So looks like over on table 1, my teammate Pony picked up a first place here. That's a huge 51 points. So as long as we're not watching the games, I guess the commentator luck is okay.
Except for my team.
Mira there looking like it took a painful fourth there. Minus 67 for Akadora Sunday.
Ouch.
And then over on table 2, we had a pretty close battle. Psycho Freak took the first place over Eric in second, and then Kodo coming in third of Zan taking a minus 44th. On table 3, looks like we did have a substitution or a late penalty there for Ship. Yeah, I guess Ship was always scheduled there, so I think it was just... No, actually, Patriot. It looks like a sub between... I think Patriot was initially in that slot.
Yeah, Patriot and Ship had to swap.
Yeah, so there's a little penalty there for the late substitution. But Ship does take the +3 second place, so at the penalty, the other team is actually going to lose a few points. Schizophrenic taking all the points there for +50. And then Wataru in third, and Incognito with a minus 46 fourth. Rat's game seemed to be over pretty quick. It was won by Stratos there. Rath got a +5 second, and then Ammonia and Tomi coming in third and fourth, and then we just saw the table 5 with Suizo picking up 54 points there for Okuhatsu.
Who really didn't need the help, but that's okay.
So I guess if we go to standings here, yeah, we can see that, let's see, is this updated? I always forget. It looks like it is.
It is for my team, and I think it is for Tokuhatsu as well because I'm pretty sure they weren't first coming into today.
Yeah, so Tokuhatsu, they're now taking that first slot up to 215 points. This has been a pretty close season. There is still Chitoi no Jitsu there in a pretty far 4th place, but I feel like all the other teams are more. It's more close than I think our other W League seasons have been. Like usually there's someone who's like really running away with it, but here, still a pretty close battle. 1st place team just at 215. With my team picking up a plus 50 here, we're getting closer to that cutoff slot. Now only 21 points back. But,
my team dropped, I think, 4 places from that first game, but still in the top. Kodaku's still in top 8, so we'll have to see what happens for the rest of the day. I thought it was going to be good luck that I wasn't playing today, but
we'll see how it goes. We still got 2 games left, and we can take a look at our next round here. And we are gonna be switching over here and taking a look at Isle, Bobo, Feds, and Uster, which that'll be our next matchup here. You'll be cheering on your teammate, right?
yes. No, like this table, it's a little bit like Monka S.
Yeah,
I think Bobo is the pool 0 player, right, for that team.
Yeah, Bobo with
Yeah.
Saint 3.
And then Isle is well known in the American community, and as Wrath server for being a bit of a character. Solid player though.
Alright, well, this game will be starting in about 15 minutes, so I think we'll take a short break here. Or actually start 5 minutes. Games will be starting in 5 minutes. So we'll take like an 8-minute break here.
Sounds good.
Let the delay play out, so see you all in a few minutes. All right, we got just about 3 minutes to our next game here. Yeah, definitely should be a fun matchup here. To watch.
Yeah, definitely. Seen, how do you pronounce that? User? The one that's all the letters? I've seen them talking a lot in the main Mahjong Soul server because their name used to be Sailboat. I like boat related things.
I didn't actually realize those were the same person.
Yeah.
I don't have a good sense of how that person plays. I've seen my teammate Feds play a bit, and I'm familiar with Eric Isles' playstyle, but I don't really know what to expect from the other two.
Yeah, I know Ale because he was on my Saki team last year. And then I also know Bobolai because I played against him several times in tournaments. So it just will be an interesting table.
Alright, here we go for match number 2. I'm just going to be used her as the first dealer.
This hand looks a little bit difficult to deal with.
Yeah, no real way to open Oyaku. 7-pin does help for sure. With some nice draws, especially like a Forso Kanchan fill.
Yeah,
See where
that
it
would
goes.
definitely help. We see a call from Feds already with the East. No other real route to value there, so potentially just East only.
Isle picks up a nice draw there with the Dora. So now Chitoy 2-Shan-10, but also some pretty decent shapes for just a standard hand there. And probably the most value of anyone at the table here.
Feds thinking about Honitsu is what I'm assuming.
Yeah, decides to go for the Hatsu for now, but could end up possibly switching to that Honitsu, depending on what the draws are. Well, here's a chance just to Chi. You can see they're definitely thinking about it.
Thinking about it.
He's actually going to let it go.
Yeah,
try for a little bit more value than just the...
Or at least Chi from like a bad shape first.
Right. Bobo going to open up here for a Tanyo. T-Shan-10 for that. Tanyo Dora 1.
That seems pretty strong. That may be a Chi. And a Honitsu shift, yep.
There you go. So Fed's going to try to go for some value. Wow. Now picking up another Dora. They're just going to Simulgidiate with Dora 3 already.
The backfire on the 7 draw.
Yeah. Yeah, Miss Tempai.
This is what all my Honitsus look like. As soon as I commit, the wall's like, do you want to never draw a tile in that suit ever again?
Yep.
Like, no, I didn't really prefer that, but
Now Fed's picking up a Dora. See what they end up doing with that. Hey, there's the Kanchan fill.
there is the Kanchan fill.
Took a while, but did come.
Gee,
It's gonna be a chance for Bobo to call him the Tenpai though. 2 5-pin. There is a loose 5-pin in Isle's hand. And if Isle door 3, definitely could see that coming out.
Then if dealer hits Tempai, it will also come out. The 2-pin at least.
Yeah, so a couple of loose tiles here for sure.
Deciding between the 1-mon and the Dora. Says, that hand across the way is a Tanyo. I don't need to be scared of the Dora.
West here from Euster, who's gotta shift to Otanyo, but also avoid cutting the Haku.
Yeah, because Haku is live on this board.
Yeah, I actually just full fold with the Sanzo. Doesn't look like Isle's hand's gonna have enough time to get the Tenpai here. Well, 7-mon Kanchan fill. Maybe this hand can get back towards Tenpai for
Seems a
Euster,
little
but
late now.
Yeah. Oh, here's the 4-pin draw for
Yeah.
Isle. It's good. Oh yeah, it's still just gonna fold this late. Doesn't want to cut
Mhm.
the 5-pin. I guess all the Monzu being really dangerous makes this tricky.
Is that just one Tenpai?
Yeah, just Bobo
Yeah.
here in the end.
Yep,
This
yep.
Fed's is still at Ishan 10.
Yeah, just could not get anything.
Actually, I didn't draw
from-
like any, like hardly any Monzu at all there.
No, I didn't get any from, like after a certain point, didn't get any from IL either.
So 3,000 points to Bobo. Actually, more points than that hand was worth. So Bobo are going to be very happy with that result. On to their dealership. And has a chance to go Tanya with maybe door 2 here, if we can find that 3-pin.
3-pin seems like a hard tile to find.
Yeah,
From at least from your Kamicha, but
it is true. Probably not going to get a chance to call it.
he's drawing decently otherwise. So let's see elsewhere.
Fed says a 5, 6, 7 Sanchoku chance.
That's
Exhibit
pretty
6
strong.
And probably
I
doesn't
think,
need that. I think 2-pin's the weakest tile, even though it gives up Dora draw. I'm just gonna go for the
Probably,
9.
yeah, I was going to say it's between that and the 9-mon. I think 2-pin was maybe a better cut, but I can understand the 9.
They're both about the same, so I think it's fine. Oh, wow, there you go.
Oh,
It's
just
the
just
3-pin.
draw it.
Now probably going to be 3-5 mon. Unless you want to
Should
go
be.
like 3-so, 3-so. Which you could do.
Mm,
Yeah, it's
It's
gonna be
actually kind of
3-5 mon.
tough, but I do
Yeah.
think the 3-5 mon is slightly better.
This lets you call Palm as a Senpai for Tanya Door
Right.
2. Oh, picks up the 6-mon. That's nice from Feds. Now Ishan 10 for that Sanshoku.
Very nice draw.
Bobo's just gonna Sakigiri that 5 mon.
Mm-hmm.
Happy enough with this Ishan 10.
And you could also keep it for Chitoy since this is Chitoy Shantan.
I wonder if you have like E-pick. Oh, there you go. You summoned
There
it.
you go.
Probably
Oh, it
Dawn
is
6
Chitoy no
pin. Dawn
Jutsu.
7
It's
pin.
gotta use it.
Yeah, no huge rush to Ricci here when you have door 2. Just wait until you can find an okay
There's also a
tile.
Riempeko chance if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can wait on Akka 5 and
I think that's probably the play, right? Dama on the
Yeah,
wait
'cause
on the
it's
5.
that's a big upgrade. Well, maybe not a massive upgrade, but it's still an upgrade. Pushes it to Mongon.
oh, here's a Ricci. Yeah, Akka 5 slam.
I think that is probably the play.
Yep.
Yeah, I would be surprised by any other decision there.
Oh man, Isle immediately draws it. What does Isle have to
Oh my
defend?
God.
Plenty of tiles actually. 6 pin, 7
Yeah,
pin.
no, I think I'll
I guess the issue is Ishan 10 for Isle. This is kind of like could easily get like if you get Tenpai, you just discard
Who's your
West.
confirmed FSK? Well, now that Shaw is loose.
Like it's willing
Two
to discard
players
the once
holding-
Kachin, so
holding the Shahs here.
yeah, this
That-
is very very dangerous for the players.
It is, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like certain players would have already just thrown the Shah right into this, but we've got strong players here who know
Oh,
Chitoy.
there's another
Oh.
West picked up.
Whoa. Cheetoy, and it's also
That's
live.
incredible.
And Chacha
This
is
3
called-
might come out though.
Yeah, that's gonna deal into feds.
Unfortunately. Cheetoy fails once again for Cheetoy no Jutsu.
We've got people who are just too good at spotting a Chitoy pond in this game. That's a great result for Feds though.
Yeah, shutting down a very dangerous Dealer Ricci there from Bobo. And Euster and Isle did end up dealing in, but dealt into the much preferred hand there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, West would have had quite a bit more painful there, being at least 12,000 points.
Yeah, maybe in the log review later you go through and you're like, yep, I knew it. And you feel a little bit good about yourself.
I do think that Isle probably would have pushed, especially if Graham and Senpai there. But just
Probably.
didn't get
But
tempted.
only on Tenpai, right?
Right. Alright, well, moving on to this hand. These are pretty nice starting hand here. Door 2, it's got Tanyao shapes. You can stay closed, you have like Pinfu Ipeko chances. Pretty good stuff. Bobo also with a couple door in hand.
Yeah, Bobo's hand looks quite strong. So the Tanyao for Toyman also looks. Yeah, both of those hands look pretty strong.
Feds is Ishan 10, although it doesn't currently have a bunch of value. Might try to keep that Akka 5 pin to add some value here.
It should, yeah, it's better than the 7. The 1122 is just
Ooh.
so annoying.
Well, now do we greed Sanonko? Actually, Sanzo's once cut. Yeah, not gonna do it. I guess also keeping Sanzo does let you draw like 3 mon for like Ipeko Dama. Tenpai on 3 mon with the Dora. Kind of interesting choice there.
Too many pairs.
I'm probably gonna see a
What?
pair cut here. Might
Yeah,
be
you-
north.
North, I think is probably typical.
Actually gonna cut the Kanchan instead. Keep
the 6 block. Kinda
oh, Khan 1 pin.
Okay.
That's
interesting.
6 Odora. That's a lot of foo now for Feds. I don't think the 6-mon does much. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw that
No,
one back.
yeah, it's not better than the Dora 5.
Oh,
Might go 5-mon Tsumugiri to set a Suji trap.
I think that's a smart play.
yeah.
Ah, 778. Well, here's the Dora, just not quite Senpai. Oh, it's actually gonna cut 2 months, still keeping that Akka 5 pin. It's gonna be cheat. Finally, Toyman has a chance to call for the Tanya here, although still Ishan 10.
It's like a little
it's just like-
spooky to still be holding this 5 at this point if you're not sure you're going to be able to use it, but I do get it.
Still hoping to try draw around it. Bobo picks up a Hatsu Onko now. That hand's gonna be headless Ishan 10. Chance to call into Tonki Tenpai. Dora Tonki? That's a Mangan. It'd be hard to say no to
I
that.
wonder, definitely think, yep. I was going to say, I feel like that is actually maybe like the book approved.
Ooh,
This
here's a
is
Tenpai, but now you have to
Senpai.
cut the Akka 5 pin. There it goes, though, it passes. 2-5 so. Oh, and Bobo immediately draws the 2 so, or 5 so.
no.
It's gonna just go Hatsu here. It's actually still Tenpai, although no longer has a Yaku.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no Yaku,
Is
so. But oh, you can see a Chi, and this is a safer way to keep Tenpai
This
here.
is Hatsu.
Worried about this 8 so. I guess it's maybe considering cutting Dora? That seems kind of crazy. I mean, it is Nakatsuchi.
Mm.
I guess
Well,
if
then you would
think-
be Foodie 10 as well if you cut it.
Yeah. It's actually just gonna full fold. Doesn't want to push the 8 so. It was one chance. But didn't want to go for it.
And 6, it was also Nakatsuji as well.
This is another hand where I'm pretty impressed with the play on pretty much everybody's part. Like, another very fun hand to watch.
Yeah. I think user was probably supposed to push the 8 so, but it is kind of
Oh,
seeing it
yeah.
come.
That makes sense.
Oh, Ale starting off with Dora 4 over there.
Oh boy. Picks up another Tanya pair here. It seems pretty straightforward there. Just try to call. You do sort of lose the 1 so draw, but I think that hand really does want to open. Is there also Chitoi Ishan 10 already? That's a potentially quick hand. We'll see if that hand wants to call, because it does have a lot of good pairs for like a Toy Toy.
I would definitely be tempted by Toy Toy for that hand.
No.
Is at least going a Chitoy route for it for now by stocking up on honors.
3 so before 2 so definitely seems like the wrong order there, because you lose your 4 so draw for Isle. Well, you don't lose it, but like it's a lot worse. Yeah, there's the pawn. Yep, we're going for the Toy Toy route. Maybe Honitsu as well instead.
I think that's
Another Dora.
that's the only reason to keep the 4, right?
Yep, you can shift into a Honitsu. I'll
Ale
find
now
an
has
upgrade.
a Panemon if he opens, because it's Dora 5 now.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, monster hand over there. Oh, actually finds a Tenpai here. Just gonna take a Richi Pinfu. It's unaware of the Dora 5 in Isle's hand. And Isle definitely gonna be fighting here. Cuts the 6 so. Has an Ishan 10.
A little worried about this Chuso in Feds' hand. We'll have to see how it plays out.
Well, kind of an interesting choice here. Goes for the 3-pin. That makes your Tanya a lot worse. Oh, 4-pin though. That's going to be an easy
Oh, there you
cheat.
go.
Oh,
Now 4
that was a
no,
little
now
error
4
there.
pin is Gambit's
Cheat the wrong
2-pin.
way, but it did not end up mattering. Could have discarded the 2-pin, which would have been safer than the 5-pin.
Hill probably doesn't care too much about safety though.
The
at this
2
point.
is pretty here. Yeah, okay.
Just
decides
cheat the
to-
wrong way. You were supposed to cheat with a 3-5 instead of a 2-3. But both tiles were safe.
This is Ishan 10 for dealer here.
Might be able to fight. 6 mana is safe.
6 is safe. Checking the pawns. Yep.
Oh, Tempai for user now. Oh, sorry, didn't take it.
Oh
Push.
no!
Oh, and there comes
Oh.
out from Bobo.
Bobo gets hit by this monster hand.
Just took an innocent
Cheat toy
pin to
You're getting bullied like usual.
Not rewarded for taking your textbook Pinfurichi.
Well, that does draw Bobo into 4th, but it is still only South 1. And maybe you can make a comeback with, what's that? Maybe some sort of Cheetoy, maybe some sort of Honitsu. The hand can do some things for Bobo. Like, maybe even like Honitsu Toy Toy. It's like 4 pairs all in the Pinzu suit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Kanchan cut here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna see, 6-8-0. Pretty quick hands all around though. I also with a pretty fast Tushan 10. Now Ishan 10.
We've got another Cheetoy Ishan 10 for Bobo.
Oh, here's a chance to call for Bobo. I think you're definitely gonna go for this. Probably just deciding what the cut is after. It's gonna be the 8-mon, makes a lot of sense. The Toy Toy Ishan 10, but you know, if you draw like a 9-pin, you can shift over to Toy Toy Honitsu. 7-pin, yeah, it's still just gonna shift to the Honitsu here. 6-mon is Cheat by Isle.
Takes the Altazuke.
Yeah. Altazuke, but you don't have another pair
Oh no,
yet.
the 6-mon.
3-6 for Feds. Just
Bobo might
Richie
actually
Nomi.
just try to, yeah, it's gonna go north now.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
discarding
Pistol
5-mon and
Mosh, yeah.
6-mon is too bad. Actually kinda got saved by that 5-mon draw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and now you can maybe still get Toy Toy with, well, we'll see. Would need to draw like a
Fruity
7 or 9
10
pin for that.
Toy.
Uh-oh, this is Tempai.
No.
8-pin, yeah, it's gonna be pushed, I have to imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
I think
Richie
8-pin Kanchan Dora 1 Tempai there is just a little too good to not take. So Feds picks up a win there. Let's see what Bobo can do on their dealership. Ooh, okay, right. This is definitely a pretty playable hand.
Isle has an interesting hand. Might just end up double non. So probably the
Yeah.
second most playable hand on the table though. Feds' hand is a little bit of a disaster.
I'm not interested in that door there.
Oh,
Yeah, double south, and now I already Kutsuki Yishan 10, so definitely
yeah,
actually very
that's
fast hand here. Could call this for Tempai. It's a pretty garbage Tempai, but it is a Tempai. 1 4 pin here. It's a 3 tile weight.
that is a pretty. I don't know if I would have taken this Tempai.
I mean, Tempai's still Tempai. I think I would probably take it.
I guess you're hoping that with the 4, like someone's probably got the last 4 in their hand, and maybe they are like know that the 1's Kabed. Maybe they drop it or something.
Well, now could switch to a Champon, which is probably better here, and also has more upgrades. So we might see
Thinking about
that.
it,
I
I
would
think you
prefer
do
the
take
Champon,
this.
but it's gonna stick with the 1 4 pin.
No, it does not.
Mm.
I think you take it because if you draw a run, the
I guess the
Manzu-
5 mon draw would be 30-10, so it's really just like the 3
Oh,
mon
right. I didn't think about that. I wonder if you take it, not, if the 6 isn't there.
draw. Well, the 1 pin does finally come out
Yeah,
from
worked
user's
out.
hand, so Al does win the double non-hand. That's gonna skip Bobo's dealership here. To South 3.
Pretty quick game so far.
Whoa, what the hell is this? What
Oh
on earth?
my
What the
God.
Oh,
what is this?
Jesus.
Is this like
Rigged.
Suiso Daisa again? Like what are we looking at? What is this?
Oh my god, it like Honitsu Toy Toy minimum probably. Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
Only one
Well, like, yeah.
Haku left for the Daisangen.
Yeah. That's gonna make that part of the hand tough. I think I've been keeping these middle tiles. I also got a plan though. We'll see where this goes.
Maybe he's gonna go Honralta, you never know.
I think the idea is probably Monzu Honitsu.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what makes sense to me.
That's what I was thinking, he would go for that.
So the 1 comes out here, most likely. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the Haku. So the
Dream-
Daisangen dream is dead.
Already dead, yeah.
This hand actually hasn't done anything.
And
No.
yeah, all of the
The
Yakuza
east is
useless
gone.
now.
This is just a
And
gigantic
you
bait.
can't
isn't it?
draw non either. You can only draw
It's gonna
Shaw
be
with this.
It's gonna be funny if this whole hand ended up just being a tease.
Mm.
Let's not take the South Pawn here.
Yeah, Bobo
Wants more
maybe looking
value.
for more.
It's more value and there's no pair, so may as well just keep it for now.
Con? No
Con?
con.
No con. No giving away.
You don't really
what
need a con
shenanigans.
because if you get Honitsu, it's already Mongon.
Already Mangon, yeah. And you can't fool yourself up to Hanemon.
That'd be a funny rule. If you get like 60 food, just like plus a Han. There's another Monzu picked up.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, Bobo picks up a 7 so now. So Ishan 10 for that hand. It's Still keeping the 6 pin around.
Yeah, that seems somewhat unusual. I feel like the 6 pin is a pretty
2-1
typical cut there.
The 2-1 only has 1 left, and then also
Oh,
wants
is
to
that?
use the
Oh, I
Aka
did.
5-1.
Yep. Never mind.
Mhm.
That makes a lot of sense then.
Door draw. Now cuts the 6 pin. So, pretty decent Ishan 10.
Yeah.
Ale getting absolutely trolled with this hand.
Yep.
It really
His hand-
is.
His hand barely is better than the high pile was. What do we have? We have like 6, 8, 9 mon or something, and that's like the only tiles we've added.
Fed's having a pretty hard time advancing this hand as well.
Yeah. Okay, there
Oh
we
my
go.
God, there's
Found the
SSD.
Haku. Bobo is gonna call. Doesn't change the Shanten, but does give a wider Ishanten. So this is a Honeyman hand for Isle if it does find the Tempai.
Yeah. Importantly, could still be Hanemon open.
Right, I guess. Oh my gosh, okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
geez.
Oh, that's
Probably win a
danger.
5 mon. Just Dama 5 mon. Yeah,
Yeah.
here we go. So this is actually
There's only
Baimon
one
Sumo now.
left.
Oh, yep. Five mon, one left in the wall. Though we've seen crazier things happen.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Alright, there's the 5 mon. That's gonna be Tempai for
No.
Bobo. And that's the final tile from Isle's Weight, although there's still a 5 mon in Toyman's hand. So Bobo on
Nice
the 2-5-8 so.
It is 30-10, but it's much better than dealing in.
Oh, true. This is free 10. Forgot about that 8 so earlier. Yeah, so this is gonna be safe here. Otherwise, it would have been Hoite.
The
So
other
it
players
is-
on the table look at that and go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, exactly. Well, that form on discard is probably suspect enough.
It's suspect, but
I don't know if you suspect Menholm Shosan again.
Well, you see none of the other Yakuhai ever discarded, and then you see a form on discard.
I still feel like I wouldn't have expected Shosangen, even if you read the Menholm. The Shosangen, I think, would be a bit.
Not Shosangen because of the Haku discards, but definitely one of the Yakuhai.
well,
Sure.
at least
See
one
them.
of them.
Yeah. Yeah, Isle
Important seven
Kodo
so
does
draw.
point out Isle could have discarded 9 mon and Tempai instead of 6 mon.
Mhm.
Given away a little bit less information. I don't know if it would have made a difference there. These are gonna go for a Honitsu of their own here now. Trying for a Pinzu Honitsu. Does have the Aka 5 pin. Let's draw an Aka 5 so, which, I mean, might slow us down a little bit. Actually, yeah, just gonna go for South now at this point.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Eight mon seems good here.
Yeah, now it draws the 4 so. So, looking like the Honitsu's not gonna happen, but instead, just a pretty nice looking, maybe just even Tanyo if you end up cutting east-east. We'll see what direction the hand goes.
What do you? Okay, yeah, I like the 9 here.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the best cut shit towards 8 Tanyo. Now you draw the west. Well, probably gonna be a 4 mon. No, actually just gonna be a 3 pin. I was thinking try for Menholm Chitoy maybe if I was Toyman. Now you draw Dora. You sure you don't want to go min on Chitoy? Okay, there's the 4-1. Oh, I picks up the 1-mon here now. Ishan 10. Not gonna be Tanya, but perfect Ishan 10. But was also perfect Ishan 10. Just gonna discard the 7 so though. Holding the 8 pin for now. Maybe looking at its Sanchoku is pretty difficult.
Eric or Isle switching to 5/6/7 Sanchoku chance
Yeah,
here.
that looks pretty good. These are committing to the Chitoy now at this point, cutting the 4-so. Naimon does look like a pretty decent Chitoy tile.
One step closer to
Oh.
Tenpai for Feds.
Okay, not gonna get tempted by the West here. Fully committed to this Chitoy. Now the 8 pin comes out for Bobo. That's actually gonna cheat the 3-so here. Does call into the Tanya Tenpai 258-so. And there is a 5-so in user's hand, which, you know, with like a 9-mon draw, would be kind of a disaster here. Oh, well, here's gonna be Tenpai for Isle.
Yeah, easy slam. No Sanchoku though. Rip.
Riso's Genbitsu. See what Bobo wants to do. Actually, just gonna go 6-so here. Could maybe still fight. Is still Ishan 10, in fact. 6-so, 7-so.
Fed's deciding whether to fight. Really thinking about it. The 7
keep
doesn't look
Senpai
safe
here.
at all.
Okay, user's out.
Ah. Merciful draw of the Genbu 3 there.
Bobo has to
Nine's
fold.
okay.
Hmm.
Oh, and there's the 8-so. So Feds is gonna shut down Isle's hand here. And that's a pretty big for the battle for first place here.
Yeah.
Now Feds with a good shot in their dealership to catch up.
Hand is okay.
Yeah.
You really need to stick to this Dora here to, like, you know, get the value you want.
Used her with a very Chanta looking hand.
Oh,
String.
you can't really get more Chanta looking than that.
Yeah. I feel like it doesn't matter how you feel about the Yaku Chanta. Like, you look at that hand and you're like, well, I guess I'm Chanta.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Isle's hand was
Isle
kinda
looking at this
gross.
hand going, like, what am I gonna do with this?
Yeah, that is an absolute mess.
Bobo's hand looks pretty standard.
Yeah, Bobo needs, like...
But needs something more than just a Richie Pinfu
Yeah.
here.
Just like one more. I mean, like Dora 8-pin is probably the easiest thing to do there. Or Tanya.
Yeah.
One of those would do it. Otherwise, you can always just Richie and hope for Ura. Okay, that could also do it. Ipeko. Well, there's a lot of chances for Bobo here.
Hmm. Yeah, these draws are very generous.
Okay, well, there's Isle's plan. Draws
Isle
the
gets
pots here.
callability for the hand.
Yep.
And the green is still live. It's still live, so that's
Okay,
good.
big draw for Bobo, who finds the Dora 8-pin.
Is that Dushanten?
It's Ryanchan.
Probably the quickest hand here for sure, so good chance for Boa to have a chance to get out of fourth here.
Fortunately, one Forza is really dying right now.
Dealer not really drawing what he needs here.
7-mon draw for user finally is a step in the right direction for that hand.
I'll probably wondering what is happening with the greens.
It just hasn't come out yet. Okay, so Boba does find an Ishan 10 now.
Awkward draw.
There's the Hatsu. That passed though. Isle's not even going to try to fight with this hand. So far from
That's
Tenpai.
interesting.
Maybe like a Chitoy, but otherwise pretty much just a fold.
Yeah.
So Ishan 10 for Feds. Oh, Boba
That's
picks up
an-
another Dora.
That is not the way I would have assumed this hand would hit Ishan 10.
Boba actually has a chance to open now
Yeah.
with the second Dora draw here.
Was that missed Chitoy Tenpai
Yeah.
for
Maybe.
for Feds?
Now Isle's having nice draws. Okay, here we go. Tenpai.
Wow,
5-mon.
that's pretty bad.
Yeah, good. I mean, it's Sanako Tsumo.
That's true.
And
I
you're
think that
go
makes
for it.
that makes it enough
still
to
in the
take.
wall.
They are both. Yeah, wow. That's kind of incredible actually. That's
Yeah.
turned out that way.
Big chances at a Mongon Sumo here for Feds.
That would be like actually huge.
That's the one. So it's, oh man, is Bobo gonna have to call for K10?
Yeah.
Definitely thinking
Yeah,
about it.
because I mean, this weight is almost entirely dead.
That is a bit annoying, but the K10 is really valuable here.
Hmm.
Oh well, there's 1-4 and 1-5.
Hmm.
Oh, this is
Just
actually
one off of
Tenpai.
these draws.
What in the world?
User finds Tenpai here in the final draw. Wait, is this also Tenpai? No, not quite.
No.
天杯です
3 players Tenpai here.
Oh yeah, as Chad is pointing out, Bobo denied sumo 3 times with Hachi.
Just shifting the wall perfectly there. Okay, well, Feds closes in on Isle. And has a hand that can definitely open here with the South.
I feel like this should be the 1-2. I couldn't decide between the 1-2 or the 9 pin here.
I think cutting the penchant is a good start for this hand. Although opening the door too, so okay, can also call the West and have enough value to get out of last here. There is a West in user's hand. Probably gonna get called here. Alright, so we're trying to go fast here. Ishan 10.
That does seem like the hand most likely to win here, but you never know.
Well, Isle's hand's not that bad either.
Big draw for Feds. If the South comes out, will be Tenpai.
4-mon.
4-mon New Dora.
kind of does not. I mean, it makes Fed's potential 4-mon draw better. Oh, Ipeko upgrade and Cheetoy. Well, this is kind of awkward. 6-pin Dora.
Yeah,
I think you
it's
just
not-
saw this back.
Yeah, it doesn't
Well,
really change
if you
anything.
think 6-pin will pass, you should discard 6-pin because it gives you a Cheetoy Ishan-sen.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah.
But if you're worried about a Telium, then that's a reason to cut 9-pin.
Well, Ale. Tenpai on 3-6, so.
Yeah, that hand looks like it got there first. South is nowhere to be seen for Feds, so.
Tan is also just randomly Mongun.
Oh, there it is.
Chance to call.
Yeah, it is. Just casual Dora bomb.
That's also going to be Tenpai for Bobo now as well. Oh, 3-pin Tenpai. Oh, 4-mon!
Oh my god.
It's Dora 4-mon. Oh, man. What is Isle going to do here? It does come out.
Push. Yep.
Yeah. Seeing Dora, no one
Big
waits on
break
her.
for Feds here.
Huge win there.
Pretty painful for Isle. That the wall that like another callable hand.
These are
Here.
also just already starting with the Haku Honko. That's definitely
He's-
a pretty callable hand.
Yeah, EUZDR already has Yaku, and the shapes are pretty good.
Yeah, you don't
Maybe-
quite have enough value for second if you open,
No,
but might just want to call anyways.
It- that team is doing well enough in the standings that, well, the problem is that with the third is still -10, so like confirming third doesn't feel good.
Yeah, we'll see how Easter decides to play it. Huh, 4-mon draw. What are
Is
we
this
gonna
gonna
see
be
for
one pin,
Feds
one
here?
pin maybe?
It's gonna go for the 3-mon.
The
Breaks
3-mon.
Ishan
Oh,
10.
yeah, okay.
So just focusing on the 6 blocks for the standard hand there.
Yeah, I guess if you call the south, you can cut 7-8-0.
Huge draw for Bobo there, picking up the 4-pin. Oh, and now picks up 5, so Tenpai, 2 back-to-back
Wow.
really strong draws for Bobo, who now has Ricci Dora 2. So, chance to get second place here with Atsumo.
Mhm.
6-9 so. Oh, it's sorry, a double Dora 5-pin, so it's even Dora 3.
Very strong. I hope my
Okay, well, let's see. There's an Aka 5-mon draw for Feds. Gonna cut South. Does have an Ishan-ten though.
south makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
We'll be interested to see what Feds does after the south draw, or after the south cut. Your winning tile is depleting quickly.
Yeah. Okay, Chase Ricci here now.
4-7.
We're 7-pin
3.
versus 6.
Actually, 2
Right,
4-pin.
South. Yeah, okay.
Oh, and there it is! Bobo gets the huge
Wow.
9-so Atsumo.
That's really, really good.
This is already gonna be enough for second. Does not hit the era, but it's gonna be very happy there with a massive manga and Sumo to go from 4th straight up to 2nd. Yeah.
Honestly-
nice comeback from Bobo there, who had the
Yeah,
Tough
that
dealing
was
after the pin for Ricci into Isle, dealt into a, I think it was a Hanimon.
yeah, strong like controlled disciplined play to come back for second. Great outcome for my team. Not gonna lie, but
Yeah, there we go. The commentator did not curse this game.
Yeah,
here.
it reversed. It went from fourth to first. It has to be one or the other.
Let's see if there's any games still going here. One more game. Well, this is my I can watch my teammate. South 3 here. My teammate is not looking so hot at the moment, unfortunately. Looks like Shiro is running away with this one at the moment. And Toyman over here with a Door Onko, Door forehand. Currently Ishan 10. And this is a rough situation to get dropped into here in this game. So you would love to call that, but it doesn't actually have a Yaku. Has to let it go. Wahaha gonna break Ishan 10, the 8-so dying. He upgrades to a possible Pinfu. Oh, interesting 6-pin draw. What are we gonna see here? Might be a Monzu Ryamen break, which would end up eventually dealing into Shiro, and that is what it's gonna be.
and with the double acceptance, that is the
Yep.
right play.
It does end up dealing in though. Just a tune. So move on to all last of this game. Moha still has a chance. Okay, Moha. Oh, that's right. That's not Moha. That's the Dorper. That's Shiro. But a close battle here for second place at the moment. Soluna's dealership. Pretty okay hand. Although best hand's probably Shiro with the Door 3, including the Door Yaku high pair. It's a nice Ryamen upgrade for Shiro. Soluna also getting a nice draw here with the Aka 5-so. Ishan 10 now for Shiro. And that Haku still is out there. Both Haku in the wall. Soluna finding Ishan 10. Everyone's hands are advancing. Three-pin draw from Wahaha. That is another Ishan 10. But yeah, just gonna cut the Penchant instead. Try for like a Honitu. Need some value out of this hand. Doesn't just want like a Nomi.
Yeah, it's one of those things that makes it difficult to play from behind.
Oh, sorry, Shiro's not quite Ishan 10. I thought
Oh,
that was
the
a 7-mon, not
backfire.
a 6-mon.
But again, like understandable.
Shiro's had some chances to go Atazuke in the 1-so in the 6-mon, but decided not to call.
I don't think if you call Atazuke you ever... I mean, you could sumo,
Yeah.
but... I like understandable thought to be like, I want somebody to, you know, at least check that Dora if it doesn't fit into their hand.
So here's going to be an Ishan 10 from Wahaha. Could maybe do something... Okay, here's 3-pin Tenpai. This is just Richi Tanyo, but you can go Richi Tanyo, Sumo, like Ipatsu or an Ura. 2-pin is also Ipeko as well. So 2-pin Sumo, although there is no 2-pin.
Oh, is this isn't an...
This weight is just 5-pin. That is annoying. 8-pin as well. 5-pin, 8-pin. It's pretty dead weight though.
Wait, isn't this like a weird Intotsu?
Yeah, but the 2-pin's dead.
The 2-pin's...
the one
Oh,
you-
right.
2-pin's the one you really want to win on, because that one was like the Ipeko.
Right, I see. I didn't
So-
check the...
Yeah, I got excited for a second, and then I saw all the red 2-pins out. But there is still one 8-pin and one 5-pin remaining. And it's Sumo Ura. Well, there's the last 8-pin. Well, if you Sumo, it's always Aka. So there you go.
the
So it's
optimism.
guaranteed third on Atsumo here.
A little unfortunate for Shiro that the white didn't get drawn until after somebody had reached, but they don't need additional help anyway.
Selena does have an Ishan 10, but kind of stuck with that Dora. I guess would the 8-pin ever come out? I mean, it looks pretty dangerous.
It doesn't look good.
We'll see though.
Yeah.
Selena wanted to fight for like a second. Could be interesting. Like, especially if a Dora gets drawn. Oh, now Dora
Yeah.
Tenpai for Shiro. Oh, okay. Was 8-pin gonna come out?
Oh no.
Wait, so
Oh,
if this
it
is...
probably
it needs an
should.
Ura. Oh no! Timeout, Haku!
That's rough.
Oh no! Ran out of time with the
I
worst
think
draw.
they're going to be kicking themselves for that. That's
I wonder
not
what
the...
the Ura was gonna be there. I think because it would have been Richi Tanya. Yeah, I would have needed an Ura, but it could have potentially been if the 8-pin came out. It could have been a Gyokten for Moha. I think that was the last game. We can look. Wait. Oh, this. I don't know what's going on with that game. We can look at. I want to see what the Ura was. What would have happened? The Ura was. Wait. 8-so didn't do anything, right?
It's Q-Sun.
Yeah, that so would have missed. So it would not have. Would have been just cheaper for Selena, but the same placements. Yeah, the red 5-pin was a. Oh, it's the Rinshan draw. Just the other way to con. Fortunately, I couldn't quite get there for Wahaha. So that is the final of our game second matches. So we can see we just watched that game here on table 1 with Waha getting 4th, Selena in the 3rd after that deal in. Shiro with a nice first place that even got a bonus 9,000 points there at the end. And Cindy in 2nd. we watched Table 2, where Bobo had a very nice comeback in all last to go from 4th to 2nd to secure a +6. IL with an unfortunate deal at the end there, fighting with a pretty strong Tempai, but ended up dealing in to Fed's hand. So ended up dropping down to 3rd. Fed got a nice 1st place after winning some dealer hands, and then User just kind of sitting there. They ended up dropping down to 4th after Bobo's Gyak 10. On table 3, we had Bloodcraft with a nice game, getting +64 for Chin Marks the spot. Patriot with a small 2nd, and then even Zawa with a pretty small 3rd there, -11. So really just Rone with a tough -61, which is gonna cancel out Schizophrenic's 1st place from the 1st game.
And it looks like that game just ended for table 4 with Sylvie pulling out a win.
And so that'll give her team a positive score for the week so far. Kind of reversed results from the 1st game there. Gimmick getting a 4th there to cancel out Stratos' 1st, and then Freewheeling's Midori, the 2nd place, and then Ankrath in 3rd. And then finally over on table 5, that was won by Kino Tora from Tokuhatsu at the +46. Elric,
Tokuhatsu continuing to dominate.
yeah,
like...
another huge score there. They're adding on to Suizo's 1st, coming first here, already at +100 for the week. With one more match to go here. Then Elric in 2nd, Naru in 3rd, and Alrit with a 4th place here. Moneyball losing a couple points at that table. And if we look over at the standings, we can see that Tokuhatsu just looking really strong there in 1st place. Yeah, that'll do it for our 2nd match. I'm actually going to be playing in the 3rd game here, so I'm going to be leaving you two to the commentary, but we can show you the 3rd match here.
Sounds good.
We are going to be having Clouds, Whale, Panda, and Curly, 3 captains here on this table. It should be a fun match here to close out the night's game, the morning's games. Let's see, the match is going to be starting in 4 minutes here, so get the 9-minute timer for you guys. And
Sounds good.
yeah, I'll leave you to the commentary. It's been I might join after my game. We'll see.
All right, we will welcome you back.
Did I put the wrong table? I think I might have made a mistake. Oh, Clouds isn't in the table. Hold on. I can fix this. Two of the cards are wrong. You know, I gotta get ready for my game. The cards are just gonna be wrong. You guys are just gonna have to deal with it. Yeah, my game's starting in 3 minutes, so you can talk about the wrong player cards. Sorry, I guess I set up the stream a little bit wrong, looks like. But yeah, I'm gonna just play my final game from my phone here, so I'll leave you to it. I'll just switch over to the game once it starts.
All right, we are starting up again shortly. And on this table, we will have, let's see, Panda, known Naga enthusiast, Bwen, an American 8-dan, Curly, wheel aficionado and Washington, D.C. club member, and Hanabira from Dragon Hustlers. Starting off, we have Curly with a hand that, not a Pinfu hand, not particularly callable either. So, may have to work to find a Yaku here. Hanabira has a couple Dora and a pretty standard looking hand. Across the way, Bwen has kind of a mess, not sure how he'll handle that, and Panda has callable but low value at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And since the Haku's pretty loose in everyone else's hand, we'll probably see it be dropped soon, especially from Hanabira.
I would expect so.
Bomb.
And we do see that pawn. Pretty much all Panda can do here is hedge this Dora acceptance with the 6-pin. I don't really see much else to be done with this hand.
Yeah.
A nice 3 so draw for Hanabira. That helps.
And that helps them a lot.
The pin shape is still a little awkward, though a 4-pin draw would be pretty amazing for them.
Either 4-pin or fill the Kanchan shape.
Yeah, either would be fine. The 6 is pretty nice for Curly. This is looking like it's just going to end up reaching Nomi if it gets to Tenpai. But that might be fine as dealer, as long as the weight's good. Okay. Panda now has that Ryankan with the Dora acceptance.
Yeah, non-drop seems pretty good here.
Enchan Phil, Ishan 10.
Curly can now actually open for Tanya.
Open for Tanyao and decides to do that. Says, I can probably pawn this 3 or this 8. And even if I can't, what else am I going to do with this hand?
Right. Hanabira also just stuck in this kind of weird Ishan town.
Yeah.
Boom.
Panda calls for Tenpai. Curly also calls for Tenpai. So Panda only waiting on Dora. Curly waiting for 7-mon.
Oh.
This can be a 1-cut.
Dodge, yeah.
Hanabira says, I want to, decides to drop the entire 9 Anko.
Yeah, maybe thinking that Manzu's a little unsafe to cut on the board.
That would be a pretty reasonable read on things, I think.
Yeah. Either that, or you would, in some instances, you would have to actually cut the Dora anyway for your Tenpai.
Panda decides not to weight swap because the 9, well, It's Dora, but also the 9 pin is dead.
Mm-hmm. 9 pin's dead, and there's only 1 4 pin because of the
Right, because it's the
Dora
indicator.
swap.
Yeah, it would be a there would be a terrible weight swap. This is not quite Tenpai.
Nope, still Yishun time. Curly's weight's still pretty low. There you go.
Yep. Well, definitely live enough. Takes the 1500 points. This is a nice hand. No complaints here.
Yeah, very good one.
Hanabita has a callable hand with Dora 2. Also not so bad, actually, once you clear out a couple of junk tiles. Like,
Yeah.
Brian has Dora 2 Tanyao type hand. So we've actually got a couple of pretty competitive hands on this round, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is probably a round where we'll see a lot of calls.
Panda gets a Kanchan fill. But does not have a callable hand at the moment. Decides whether or not they want to keep the extra, like, 1 pin here. Decides to keep it for, I guess, you know, for the extra 3 pin completion on that shape.
Yeah.
Curly has a pretty strong Ryan Chanten here. Well, this
It's a good draw for Hanabita.
definitely.
Boom.
Which that is actually Yishun time. Yeah. So 8 pin.
Curly now
Yishun
Kutsuki
time.
Shanten. And with the Yonrenke shape. It's That would have been Tenpai had Curly pwned it. Decided they didn't want that weight.
Mm-hmm. Which is reasonable because this is a very good Yishun time.
An even stronger Kutsuki if they dropped the Tuso here. Though, Pretty 10 risks with that.
Mm.
Tenpai
Hanabita
on
could have actually changed their weight by pulling the 3 pin. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hatsu. Dora. Dora.
And Hanabita pulls out a 3900 win with Hatsudora 2.
And we got a double east for Hanabita there.
Double East versus double Yakuhai for Curly. Deciding whether it's the 9-so or the Penchon. I think the 9-so is correct here.
Mm-hmm. Because
Instant
you want
call.
to fix that head.
Yeah,
And also
right.
you're gonna want that Kanchan shape to get the door in.
Boom.
Right. Yep, that all makes sense. So we see 2 calls. Yakuhai for Curly. Double East for Hanabita.
Interesting.
It's not. I like keeping the Dora acceptance in this hand as well. So I'm not sure about that 8 cut. And now you're kind of wishing you had it back because you decided to cut the Penchon anyway.
Yeah.
Nice Kanchan fill for Panda.
Another pair.
Yeah, you're like, well, can I just get my pawn? Interesting decision for Panda. I think the pair cut makes sense here. Chun is still live, so I think
Well, Chun was just cut the turn before.
was just cut. But so it's one left. You're like,
Mhm.
I'd really like to, you know, to just be able to call and get my Chundora too. The wall has gifted him with some Kanchan fills. So.
Thinking about this pawn here.
Oh, the Achazuke. Really thinking about it. Just
Yeah.
decides to take it.
Because you can technically also do like a Kutsuki by dropping the Chun.
Like, now it's decide.
Yeah.
Okay. Decides that the Tanyao is a more secure route than the Achazuke.
And then you also have an SSK chance if you draw.
That's
Around
that's
that
a good
four.
that's a good it's a good observation. I did not catch that.
And it worked out.
Yeah, there you go. There is 2-mon, 3 pin Tenpai, which is not fantastic, but there are upgrades for that hand for sure. Ah.
Curly going toy, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, toy shift. Is very happy to see that tile. 9-mon is live.
Mm-hmm. And that's probably what will end up being discarded. Could shift here. Oh, never mind, that was 50-10.
Ah. Unfortunate for
There's your Mongon deal.
Panda. That's pretty painful. I mean, you know that there's a toy risk there, but pushing just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
This Bwin's hand, nothing to write home about here.
Yeah, not the best, not the worst.
Panda's Shantan is also I don't even it's more than I want to count, we'll put it that way.
Yeah, Curly's hand is pretty good.
Yeah, that hand's not bad.
Hanabita's isn't bad either. Nice Kanchan fill for Curly. And that is actually
Double-
Ishan time for him.
Double East potential pickup for Bwen means that this hand is now at least viable.
Mm-hmm.
And his hand shaping up a little bit. Still is holding out hope that he can use his Dora, but probably not the one so Dora.
No. Not when those Pinzu and other Sozu shapes are so good.
Yeah. Yeah, there it goes, because the Pinsu shape is just very strong now. Both the east and the Chun once cut, but no other plans for this hand for Biwen. Besides, well, I'm not. It's not Otozuke if I end up on the Shabo here. Have to win
Yeah.
somehow.
Curly with an interesting Shanten.
Oh. Is that Tenpai? Yep. Tenpai for Panda.
369.
369.
Chunk on chance.
That will be Cheed. Brian, B1 deciding whether to Chi with the 3-4 or the 6-7. May not be Cheed. No, it should be Cheed because the 1 pin is safe.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a tough decision for Hanabira, but it does have the Suji 8-so pair.
Mm-hmm.
Four is Nakasuji, but decides to throw the Genbu to west first. The 5, though,
Yeah.
pretty spooky.
There's your
Oh.
Tenpai. Decides to
Oh,
send it
can't
in.
reject Tenpai, though. Not on this weight. The last East and last Chun, nowhere to be found.
Again, there's the high draw, but it doesn't work.
テンパイはあ、危なかったな。
Two very strong Tenpai, neither of which get there. Three pairs and a Dora. This hand's a little awkward, but
Mhm.
workable. Let's see.
Panda's got some nice shapes in hand.
Curly's got Callable West and Adora.
Mhm.
And
And Hanabira's is a mess.
yeah, I don't see that one being the winning hand here. Seems like 7. Okay. Keeping the 7 pin, potentially thinking. I think that's a Sanchoku hedge. Maybe. Or just wants the
Yeah.
floating. Like,
That 6-pin draw is good for Hanabira though. Decide to cut the pension occur. So now this is Ishan 10 per blind. That's a good draw.
yeah, that is a good draw. Okay, more the 3-7, like Chanpon has more upgrade ability.
Mhm.
Plus you're keeping the one. Yeah, actually this isn't so bad because you also keep Tenpai on the 2-pin.
Yeah, and 2-pin just says Pinfu, so that helps a lot.
Right. Anabita's hand
Hmm.
actually, Ishanten with pretty good is deciding whether or not to keep this Dora Penchant or not, I think. I think you do keep it, even though you're likely to end up on this 3-mon wait.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go.
Tenpai.
リーチ
That is an improvement. 8-pin does not look safe.
Right.
What's the plan here?
Yeah. Let Genbutsu on Impatsu at least.
Yeah, that's very sensible. I think is considering the Genbu Forso versus the 9-mon,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. That 6 doesn't look that bad at all. Oh, it's
リーチ
yeah, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Panda finds Tenpai on
And 7-pin is actually completely dead, so
yeah. Will Bwin chase here? Decides yeah, I think that's a textbook chase as dealer with a good weight.
no Curly in danger.
Get an emote from Hanabita who is not excited. Oh, faces be damned. I'm gonna win on my penchant.
ドラドラ
That's Mongon.
And then 2 extra sticks too.
Okay, we are now on Panda's deal. Strong hand overall. Well, is missing a block. So will be a strong hand when you get a replacement for that, you know. When you get a 5th block.
Yeah, which definitely you can get one with all these shapes.
Hurley's hand looks pretty standard. 1 Dora. A little bit awkwardly placed in the hand, but usable.
Another Dora. Could just
That's a
exchange
nice
Dora
draw.
for Dora.
Yeah. Hanabita. Honestly, with shapes like that and that guest wind, might be considering Honitsu. I think it's up to what you draw the next couple turns.
Mm-hmm.
And Bwin has already called. With the shape fill, probably not Honitsu.
Oh wow, wait. Our match is already over. Dang.
That's fast.
Yeah.
リーチ
G.
Let's see. There is the double run potential of 5-mon.
This is an interesting Ricci. You're expecting to have to win on the once cut south,
Mm-hmm.
probably.
Which
These
really
kinds of
could
Ricci's are
come.
just so dependent on like where that south is in the wall.
And there's another Ricci.
Wow. This one is
From
on
2-5
2-5.
zone, which very easy to pick up. And substantially more valuable.
This has been a very assertive table. Panda really having to make some... I don't think of him as the kind of player who tends to like run down his time bank, but is really being put on the defensive on this table.
Mhm.
ポン
Takes Senpai. 2-3 Mon.
つも
Wizard Boomham.
Everyone Senpai but Curly taking the win.
リーチつもピンク汎用ドラにドラハネマン
Big pickup for Curly, taking first place. Panda eating a pretty unfortunate Oyakaburi on that. Has not had a good season so far.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Especially when you make those kinds of fights.
Let's see. Say out of these hands, Curly's is okay, and Curly has shown a tendency to draw quite well. Anabita's is fine. B-Wins could definitely shape up. Panda's, well, has that actually that 8-so draw makes this hand look a little bit more viable. Still has an abundance of pairs though. Some development in these hands. Still a little slow going. That 7 Mon is pretty awkward. Decides to cut a pair. Wouldn't be okay. Decides not to chi. Does not want to take this pretty awkward hand into not the greatest Tanya push I've ever seen.
Okay.
And honestly rewarded with the 3-so
Yeah.
draw.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe he's waiting to draw more blocks.
Pretty strong Rian Chanten now for Curly. Not expensive, but good acceptance. That's not what you want.
There's a Chi toy if you want to go that route. Thinking
Decides
about it.
to take the Chi toy hedge here. I think a lot of people would agree with that.
I probably would.
Board draw pretty useful for Panda.
It is.
On-
Sounds
Dama Chitoi on Sanzo. Who of those held?
Which seems like the pretty standard play because 8 pin's almost good.
Right. Yeah, I don't assume that you'll stick with this. That's not particularly better though. That might be better.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to say.
G.
Well, I guess actually, the three. If you don't know the 3-so is twice held, I think it actually looks better because you're holding the 4s and 5s. There's not really a whole lot of information on the board about where the Sozu are. You can tell that all of these hands have some, but the 1-so is dead. So
Mm-hmm.
um, Panda deciding what Ishan. Oh, Sumo is for
9600.
6400. Or no, 96
96
dealer.
Pretty nice.
Cultists out there getting excited.
九死九敗
Oh. It's a little bit better.
Curly has their Yakuhai hand Kyushu'd, but just gets another one.
Oh, Hanabira, very shiny.
Yeah.
ポン
Easy pawn. 9 pin probably. Or 4-so.
Yeah, I was thinking 4, so we'll see. Really thinking hard. Okay, 9 pin.
Not terribly exciting draws for anyone just yet. Hanabita getting some draws that make you wonder if Honitsu really was the play here.
Mhm.
Maybe not, but some tempting draws anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's a good pickup.
Curly continuing to draw quite well here. This game.
Yeah, he's definitely got the wheel flow this time.
Useful draw for Panda. I expect the 3-mon might come out here. Thinking about it. Okay.
Holds off for a turn.
Decides they value the floating shape. Or the floating 3.
G.
Hanabira thinking, yeah.
Understandable chi. It's hard to tell with the flushes whether or not chi, like, does chi help my hand? Does it not help my hand? I don't know.
valuing pawn 10 over
Yeah,
here.
so yeah, pawn 10. That makes sense. I was thinking I might do the same thing. No one getting draws they really need at the moment.
Yeah.
How is Bwin's hand doing? Not so great. That okay,
least
someone
it's
finally
good.
gets a good draw.
Yeah. At least one has like an Ishan 10.
This Ishan 10 is like kind of rough though.
Yeah, definitely.
Tenpai for Curly. Not gonna get the Dora. It doesn't look like
But you might get the 7 pin, but just depends.
G.
that is an interesting chi, but
リーチ
does give you a Tenpai on
Oh, there you
a
go.
2 left tile and a Richi from Bwen on 6 pin.
Yeah, dodges the deal in definitely with that. Oh,
Oh,
just Sima.
rewarded for the Honitsu shift
統
quite
一ドラに
handsomely here
漫
with a
画
Mangatsumo.
Kind of surprised that worked out, but they just got all
Yeah,
the kills they
that's
needed.
that chi especially was like I really couldn't tell whether or not you should be taking that chi or not. I mean, it is a way to use both Dora, so Hanabita has a pretty hard to use hand even with the callable Haku here. Curly already called North. Has no need for this game to drag out. And wants to shut down Hanabita's deal, probably. Other place elsewhere on the table, Panda's hand looks like Manzu Itsu. Or Sanshoku, 1, 2, 3. Both are being kind of floated right now. Oh. Looks like the Itsu wins out.
ポン
Hanabita takes the pawn.
Another is
Expect
very
1 so
real
3 so
easy.
cut here. Hmm. So let's see.
G.
Panda needs the Formon here.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be getting it from Bwen. And 2 held
Or
by
Curly.
Curly. Ishan 10 for Hanabita. Cheap hand.
Mm-hmm.
1
This Tanyao Chi feels a little bit like fourth avoidance. Tuman, easy, okay.
Yeah.
Not that I think these you can find a way to greed. with a
Yeah,
hand
I
like
mean,
that.
may as well. One definitely wants to move to his dealership.
8 mon. Tenpai. 1 mon for. So. And Tenpai on 4 mon for Biwen. Panda not finding his Tenpai. Could pawn for it here. Thinking about it.
And there you go, the perfect draw he needed.
リーチ
5-8 is extremely live.
It sure
surprisingly.
is. 2 5s being used in hands. 1 8 in the pawns. Otherwise, they are very available. Yeah.
And it's great too because this is confirmed Itsu.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
Oh, speaking of,
This feels like a. Well. Yeah.
yeah.
正義の裁
Bait.
きを受けよ
Oh, I didn't even realize that was a
Ouch.
double run.
リーチピンフ
Good news for Curly and
漫画
Panda missing or for Hanemon. But Curly says, sure, my competition shut down. Panda has a chance of taking third now. You went a bit kind of sweating here now, I think. A little bit. Could call this hand, has acceptance on the Dora Penchon here. Or just draw it.
Speaking of, yeah. Say it and it will come to you.
Might be the floating 3. No? Okay. Besides that, they value the wider acceptance. Find a head later. Panda's hand. Definitely Honitsu now.
ポン
G
Curly's hand, pretty standard. 1 Dora. Yeah, other hands. This. Bwin decides they don't want the 7, 8, 9, 9 shape. Would rather take the stay headless, stay headless here.
Nice Hatsu draw.
Yeah, that's pretty big. I think this might be. It's kind of hard to tell what's the best efficiency play for Curly on that decision there.
Mm-hmm.
This is Tenpai, Sanso. Those are
Oh, there you go.
and immediately
No, go,
comes
man.
out.
ハクドラ
Hitting exactly who he needs to.
We get a repeat, decent hand, nothing special. Pretty much that all the way around, though Curly has a lot of incentive to just call this hand down. Even if the Dora comes at, has to come out as a part of that. Hanabita has 3 Dora in hand, but the hand is not so fast. Though, interestingly, draws into the Sha pair, which could frustrate Curly's ability to just call and go. Great Kanchan fill for Biwen. Hand actually has Itsu possibility with this Ishanten.
Nabita thinking about this.
Yeah. Do you keep the 3, or do you like kind of keep your Dora pair fixed? It's not an easy decision.
Oh no,
Backfire. That's a pretty rough backfire.
Boom.
That's the pawn. So, unless there's some other plan going on there, the West probably will come out.
So
This is okay. So
I
what?
wonder if that was a misclick or something, because I don't know if they planned to pwn from the beginning. Either that, or they just
No,
don't
but-
realize that's not their Yakuhai.
No, this. Either that or this is just like kind of a desperation Honitsu.
Either that, or it could be a toy, like a forced toy.
Yeah. Siwon says, I don't know what is going on with everybody else, but I don't want to lose my deal.
There's your son one.
ラン
Strange.
正義の裁きを受けよリーチ一発
It was a very weird set of plays from Hanabina.
Yeah, I agree with that. We have a
Well, wow, 2 Yakuhai.
very tight race for third. Curly has the ability to call for double non to shut Panda down.
The Panda has an extremely fast hand too. With
Yeah,
the 2 Yakuhai.
Panda very likely to win this hand, I think. This should just be white, I think, unless you are. Oh, you're that 2 doesn't help you so much, and you want to keep the potential for big value open, but now it's gone.
Boom.
On cut 7 mon, maybe 4 mon.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's. June and South both still in the wall. Could determine what we see going on, like for the middle part of this hand. 8 is useful for Hanabita. This fourth
Four
pin
pin.
for sure. Because you're like, yeah, and then you just cut the other 4 if you can pawn the tune. Or really, I mean, this also allows you to just chi and use the tune as a pair. It's pretty flexible.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
There you go, Tenpai.
Oh, it's Foodie 10. I just
Oh
realized.
no! That's, I forgot, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Just tune pawn into Doratanki now, I guess.
That, I feel like that is the plan. Maybe.
ポン
Thinking for a second about what's higher win rate here. Do you ever see this door come out across the way?
Oh,
yes.
well, it did.
正義の裁きを受けよ
Mangandilan.
Panda really getting bailed out by that kind of
漫画
by the fact that that 6 was just a bit loose in that shape over there. Now Bwin and Hanabita tied for, well, last, I guess. Does anybody here have a fast hand? Not particularly.
Yeah, everyone needs some help.
Panda's here like, what is this? Well, it's not Honitsu anymore. Hanabita now has 2 callable Yakuhai. Actually, that is Chitoi Ishanten.
Mm-hmm.
So that Chitoi is not the quick hand you want to kind of like avoid 4th here, but also you don't have a better plan for that hand. Maybe if Dora 6 pin comes out for some reason, you pawn it. Okay, no, we're just going toy toy. That's fine.
And then Curly with all these draws.
ポン
Curly's ability to draw is enviable. Give me my Tanya, I want to end this game. Don't care if I have to drop the red 5 mon for it.
Gee.
No, Hanabi.
Yep.
Yep, instant dealing. Unable to escape last.
Dora. Dora.
All right, that is game. We will see Curly pulling out another big win for the wheel. Panda managing to salvage the game and end up with a +5. Bwen with a pretty unfortunate -20. Didn't really get a chance to do a whole lot that game. And Hanabira with some like pretty badly timed tile draws and such, ending up with some deal-ins.
All right, looks
So,
like that was the
and I
last
believe
game.
that was the longest game of the bunch.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. All right, let's look at all the results here. All right, yeah. On table 1, there was a Zell and the Japanese name, I guess E, from Ritsu-san were battling it out. Zell ended up dealing into a Oya Hanimon in
Oh, ouch.
all last to drop into second, but yeah, still got top 2. And then me and Cookies were in a close battle for third, but Cookie won on hand and all last to secure the third, and then I took the fourth in that table. In table 2, that was Lei who got first place there over Vidro in second, Igor in fourth, and then Black Akagi on third. So good result there from that table for Yameno Nohana. Everyone else negative. On table 3, we had Techno Turtle from Chunmoxer Spot got another solid first place, so good day for Chunmoxer Spot with a +82. And then Red Zone got a second place to give their team a positive result. And then Salvamala and Yulon both getting negative results in, so their teams will end up losing points this week. On table 4, that was the one you guys watched, where Curly got the first place over Panda, Buen, and Hanabira. And then on table 5, Anopab came out on top to mitigate sort of the loss for Sanpin. Moneyball did get a second place, but still going to be negative for the day. Chunman got third to give their team just a small -11, and then despite the fourth from Paul, their team still is going to be +78 thanks
That's
to
a
the
very small
two firsts.
fourth.
Yeah, it looks like a very incredibly close game between everyone.
Yeah, all within.
Anapab said that there was not a hand higher than Mongon in that game, so that's probably why.
Yeah. So we can look at the updated standings here now. So Tokuhatsu still going to be up there in first place, right, with Freewheeling right behind him. And then Ritsu-san also with a solid score. So top 3 kind of pulling away a bit. Then you got a bunch of teams right around 100 points with Yameno Hana, Kamino Keisei, Chitoi Chombo, Kodaku, and Sanpin closing out the top 8. But yeah, then a couple teams, UB Snacks groups, and Chitoi Enforcers both positive as well, and then our team lost some points to
gap-
minus 84 for us, so we're down to
The
negative
gap
1.
between 9 and 10 is significant.
Yeah, it kind of definitely drops off after that. Only the top 10 here positive. We can look at the spaghetti chart, which is always hard to read here.
A little bit.
It looks like finally, what team is orange? Is that was Chitoi no Jitsu? Or no, that's Fruity Team Fanatics. They finally stopped their nosedive.
It looks
After
like
week
the
6,
big
they settled out.
change this week was Ritsu-san jumping up into 3rd.
Isn't that Chun Marks the spot? This is so unreadable.
The darker no, it's the slightly lighter green.
So they went into second.
They
They
jumped up from, I don't know what place that was. to
Oh, I
3rd.
see. Wow, there's 3 greens. I understand.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
So E's big win, shot them up, I think today.
Yeah, that definitely is a big gain for them. Yeah, I think that's. I guess we can look at individual rank. We haven't looked at in a while. Nico definitely still out ahead of that one with the 4 first, but Fallen
It
Soul
doesn't
also with
look like these are all updated.
probably
Yeah,
not.
Coda said they aren't.
Yeah, probably not. Okay.
Not fully, because
that one's not fully
we
sold.
watched EU ZDR take a 4th today.
Okay, so that'll hurt their result there. Well, we can look at what we have next week, anyways. For week 9, it's gonna be Zawazawa against Chitoi no Jitsu, Chitoi Enforcers, and Sanpin Biki. It's a Chitoi battle in table 1, and then table 2 is gonna be Hana versus my team Honitsundere against Freewheeling and UB Snack groups. And then on table 3 is gonna be Fruity Team Fanatics, Kamino Keisei, Kodaku, and another the Chitoi Chombo group. Table 4 it's gonna be Chinmark's Spot versus Akador Sunday against the Dragon Hustlers and Tokuhatsu. Tokuhatsu been running pretty hot.
Yeah, for sure.
And then table 5 will be Moneyball against Ritsu-san, WBs, and Dora Ponya. But yeah, that's all the games we have for week 8. Thanks for joining me on commentary.
Yeah, and thanks to Mark for inviting me to do at least 1 week of this. I don't know if my schedule hasn't allowed for me to join in other weeks, but this was fun. So
Mob, you got anything else for us?
No, just good games today.
Alright, well, thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll be back for week 9 at the same time next week. So have a good rest of your weekend.
Alright, see you
have a
guys
good
then.
Sunday.
Wow. Told you it's a great weight.
Never mind.
Oh, place 3 so. Alright.
Eisenman does it!
Yes,
See, you don't doubt the Eisenman.
Oh no, okay, we're going for Suonko. Yeah. Oh!
There's that sumo. Let's see if the
No
sumo
way.
is better.
Wow. I
Are we
would
gonna
not.
skip rolls?
Oh,
How
no.
far does this go?
No way.
People leaving! Oh my god.
No freaking way.
Oh my god. This is going into the Hall of Fame of plays right here.